So the head collar is designed to go around your dog's muzzle and around the back of their head behind their ear setting. So it's designed to be a collar that can help you if your dog is really, really strong or a dog that gets quite distracted easily. I personally use my head collar for Rev because Rev gets quite anxious in new environments. So it actually helps me contain his head to make sure I know exactly where his head's looking, what he's looking at, and I can help relax him. So the collar is a really good tool to use as long as it's conditioned and trained correctly. So for me, I generally recommend a head collar for some dogs that are quite large in size that might have a bit of extra strength behind them, especially for brand new owners or dogs that haven't developed their lead skills yet, just to make sure my owners are kept safe at all times, especially if your dog has developed the tendency to lunge and pull quite heavily. If your dog has got a lot of extra strength, and even if they don't and they're more of an average sized dog, they can still jar your shoulder. So a lot of my larger, more stronger dogs, and even some of my reactive dogs that need a bit of support with their head. First and most importantly, don't just chuck it on your dog. If your dog has never wore this equipment before, it's going to be quite irritating or a bit overwhelming and stressful for your dog. I personally start by just bringing out the head collar and rewarding my dog for the equipment itself just being out and around. And I slowly build up either using free shaping with the clicker, some free shaping games to teach my dog how to offer the behavior, or I start with a target and I target train my dog to target my hand throughout the collar, and I slowly fade my hand target out while developing a strong verbal cue to eventually have my dog offer his face into the head collar. Step one is presenting the head collar and rewarding your dog so he can build a good association with the head collar. Yes. And treat your dog. Yes. Yes. By doing this frequently, your dog can learn that the head collar means good things happen. Step two, I'm going to teach my dog how to nose target my hand. That way I can use my hand as a target to slowly target train and lure my dog through the head collar. Eventually my goal is to fade this out. This is just a step if you don't want to go with the free shaping option. I find for a lot of new owners that free shaping can get quite complicated if you're new to training dogs. So this is a more easier option if you want to stay away from the free shaping side of it. So I'm going to present my hand flat to Rev's nose, and I'm going to reward him when he nose targets it. Rev. Yes. 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 After a couple of reps, my dog's feeling a little bit more fresh, and I'm going to start introducing the flat hand target close to the halter. Okay? Yes. Oh, you're very important. Yes. Now, it's really important you don't rush straight to just putting this training equipment on, because, again, the dog will get overwhelmed. Their face is a really sensitive area, so flooding them with a new piece of equipment can wreck your dog's experience and make this equipment be really adverse to your dog. So don't just chuck it on, don't rush, take your time and go slow. Our original goal is to have the dog really relax with this so we can build him up to have it on and then slowly condition him to being walked on the halter. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. All I'm doing now with Rev is I'm getting him to start offering the target closer to the halter. That way, I'm not pushing him straight to go all the way through, but I'm just taking it in slow steps so he can get more comfortable putting his nose around it. So just to clarify, so no one else watches this video and feels to rush this in one session. Now, Rev's 4 and he's already been conditioned for the head collar. So that's why today I'm showing you these steps. He has been wearing the head collar for multiple years now, so he has already been through these steps. Now, it can take weeks, some dogs even longer, before they are fully comfortable with the head collar. So it's really, really important that you go nice and slow. And if you do get stuck, seek professional help from a force-free trainer, someone who uses positive reinforcement and that won't flood your dog. Yes, good boy. Good job. Yes, good boy.